Hello, and Aska. Well, I've got to say, I'm actually quite impressed by this road making tool. It's a lot better than I was expecting, to be fair. I mean, I thought I was just going to end up with it's like flat roads and I'd have to, well, spend forever and a day getting all of this built, but no, it actually makes your life a whole lot easier. But what I need to do at the moment is get something to eat. Apparently, yeah, I need something to eat, so that's my first priority. But then I want to get back to these roads. That's going to be extremely useful. Why are we wandering around with that? That probably explains a lot as to why it's taking me forever to get anywhere. But yeah, crikey, I wish I'd thought about that before, because I spent quite a bit of while trying to build a sort of like a ramp to get onto these walls, because the idea is I want to have these towers. So I spent ages trying to do it the old-fashioned way, and wanted to find out, oh yeah, it'd make my life a whole lot easier. Sorry. What? There was someone, like somebody who cleans up and just goes around and puts it, well, actually, to be fair, I should actually have somebody who does that. Working here, except they just don't pick those sort of items up. I must have. I mean, look at all this stuff, it's just lying around. Why are you leaving things lying on the floor, you people? Shocking. It's not their fault, to be fair. I mean, they're I don't think they're involved in, this is like carpentry side of stuff. Or something like that, anyway. Like these bits and pieces left lying on the ground. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I need some food, apparently. Fingers crossed someone's actually making some. No, they're not. Look. Seriously. Surely we haven't got a rabbit on the loose somewhere, have we? I mean, I've got big walls around the place, and I've got a big door to keep people out. And yet somehow things are getting left lying around. I mean, that's usually the sign of those pesky rabbits, but... Okay, there's no water in there. Is there anything in here? Chances are, by the time I get back there, I've probably already started making the food. But we can but try. Because if nobody can be bothered to make the food, I'll have to make it myself. Hello. I take it you're making some food, are you? Yep, it's done. Thanks. I appreciate that. So what did, except I didn't pick any popsicles. Right, that should keep me going for a bit longer. Anyway, back to the roads, because that's what I want to prioritise, because the idea is to have these outposts where people are doing, well, whatever it is they're doing. So I'm thinking, oh, that looks a bit strange. But the plan is to have, like, outposts, like, put a fishing village. I did start one. Yeah, that was started before we got this new way of doing things, shall we say. We've now got what's called an outpost, apparently. So I want to try that out. I want to see what it's like in comparison. Because if that's any good, I'll do the same at one of the mines. And it makes sense, because you want people actually working at the outpost. And what they'll then do is they'll just live there. Whatever it is that gets made, well, someone can come along and pick those items up, deliver them between the different places. So you can deliver food to the mine, for example, or have somebody there actually make their own. They won't get fish, but you can collect fish from, say, here, or the actual food that's made from that, like fish soup, or I think it is. So you can have that distributed between different places. But I'm not quite sure if anything's changed as such, because you have a sort of like a marketer, I think they're called. So someone who would work at a market, but I'm trying to get my head around this outpost, because it kind of like at the time for me, we were in the winter time, so it just didn't seem practical to do anything with one. So I built one I'm getting the impression that it's kind of like a specialized version of the it's like the warehouse, because you can do defense and all sorts with it. I think I'm probably going to go that way actually, because what I'm thinking is widening this out actually once they get it built, because you can leave these just as instructions just like you do for any other terraforming. So that's pretty cool. I quite like that. I think their priority is to build. So the idea is I'm going to get them to build one of these cottages down at this new fishing place we're building. I'm building it new because, yeah, when I introduced this outpost for the first time, it's only then that I've realised that it's got a kind of a range, and what you can do now is you've got like a builder's building, if you will, which is where you can select manage builders, with like a little house for your normal base, your headquarters, if you will. So you can have builders assigned to that, and you can control what they do with buildings that are assigned to the main base. But then you've also got now this idea of an outpost where you can have builders down there, and you can decide what gets done by builders at your outpost. So it's a bit more complicated, but I suppose in theory it sounds good, because I mean you've got like maintenance going on. So builders don't just, well, they're not responsible just for building. They do actually have to go around and turn the campfires on and so on, any lights, illumination, that sort of stuff. And they also do repairs, they do terraforming, whatever's, you know, necessary for them. And by default, everything's assigned to this, you know, at that first place you build, and that could mean, like, say, like somebody who's really assigned up here ends up doing jobs down at the, like, the fishing outpost, for example, when I think really it would be better to have somebody permanently down there who looks after the place. So if there's anything that needs fixing, it's up to them to go and get the wood or whatever to fix something. Should be a lot more efficient. I do quite like that idea, but I've yet to test it out. As I say, I mean, that hit for me during the winter time. It's not really practical to be doing this sort of stuff in the winter. I didn't want people like going backwards and forwards to an outpost if I could help it, because I've run into that sort of problem before where somebody's just like died of exposure in some other playthrough I've done. So I was thinking, yeah, it's probably best if I just don't touch this sort of stuff until you've got like a house built and you've got there for, you know, somewhere for them to live. You've got a source of food for them and so on. And it's now spring, so that's what we're doing. I'm going to test it out with this place first. I mean, I did sort of like start off with another place, so I've already got somebody fishing in a fishing outpost. The only trouble is the actual outpost building that's being put there, it's too far away from the actual outpost, and I don't see a way of extending it out. So like, if we go to here, these outposts have got a certain range, so it doesn't accommodate the actual fisherman's house. The other problem I've got in this area is that's where we initially landed. Not a great deal of room to maneuver, shall we say, so it's a case of, ooh, yeah. So I've got them building this place now, so I've got a bit more control. I've got a bit of a better idea of what needs doing. So they'll focus on that, but until we get that up and running, I'm not really concerned about putting anybody here. I'm not going to commit anybody here until I've got all the necessary buildings. I don't think there's any food around here, this is the trouble. I mean, there's thatch. Because I'd like to think they're going to want more than just like fish. I mean, You could live off a fish diet, to be fair. I mean, it is... I don't think I particularly want to do that myself, but... I mean, it's feasible. And I don't know if they're limited. I don't think there is a sort of like a... Yeah, I don't think you... There is a sort of like a... Because you put up these little resource markers to tell people where to go and get things. So I don't think it would matter if I've got somebody like stationed here, for instance, doing food gathering. Yeah, I don't think that would be a problem. Because there's nothing to say, well, you can't go to those markers, they belong to the... it's one way to find out, I suppose. Yeah, there's just buildings, there's nothing about... Oh, there is. Ooh, so where would they come under? That's interesting. So technically I don't think it matters. I think all this does is decide like who's responsible for the buildings when the builders have to go around and fix things, I suppose. So in which case what I'll do is I'll build, let's see, basic production. So I want a wood cutter because they need to provide some logs. Having said that, let's try and get this place flattened out as best we can. That probably is going to be better. That's something I've noticed over time, is it's like, yeah, it would have been better if I flattened the place first. So if we go, now I can't do anything for there. Let's cover there. So this is all round about the height of the actual outpost that's getting built. Go from about here. That'll do. And we'll try something similar except in that direction. Pity about these big rooks, you can't do anything with them. A bit frustrating. Let's go in that direction. Yeah, it'd be really useful if you could destroy these. I mean, even if it needs like more sophisticated tools, I mean that would be fine. I wouldn't mind that. Just they get in the way. I mean, there are other rocks you can break up, so I don't understand why you can't do the same for these. One thing that interests me, actually, I was doing the outro, I think it was the previous episode, and I've gone to all this trouble. I'm you know, talking about how good these roads are, and they're not using them. What can I do for you, sir? You're hungry. You couldn't find any. Yeah, I know. It's a bit frustrating, isn't it? So you need thatch for that. Well, I can get you some thatch. You know, I'll probably just leave a line around, quite frankly, but... Oh, I've got a pine cone. Interesting. Yeah, oh, fudgesicles. I'm going to dump that in there. Yeah, that's still a problem I need to resolve, is the resources that we get through the birch trees. And as far as I was aware, the woodcutters, I would have thought the woodcutters have got the tools for it, but I'm pretty sure I did assign them like an area where there is birch trees, but that definitely holds things up, I must admit. Interesting. So you get oh yes, I forgot. Yes, they introduced these extra seeds now, so you can actually grow thatch. Right, at least I've got that now. Right, what I was going to do, I was going to chop that other tree. See, why is he going down there? There's a road there. I've gone to all this trouble of making a road for them, and they're not using it for some strange reason. I say, what was the point of that? Surely, that is something you could benefit from. But no, I'm not interested. Right, so there's those. So I'm assuming you'll be able to pick up some sticks around here. And then, oh, you wanted rope, don't you? Rope. Not sticks, you wanted rope. Right, so let's see if I can widen this out a bit. So if we go from, say, there then. What are you doing? Going in a strange direction for some reason. Are you kidding me? Why are you being so fussy? To there. Okay, that's not happening. Let's forget that one. That looks a bit bizarre. That was bizarre. Why are these people not using a... I mean, I've gone to all this trouble of making a road and they're not interested in using it. Shocking. Now, let's just clear the path a bit. Anybody wants these, they're more than welcome to pick them up and put them to some use. Right, let's try that again then. I think we do from about, say, them from there. What are you doing? Why is this always so complicated like that? Then, just do that bit. After that it starts getting too complicated. What are you doing? No, I'll do them in little not that, you want to do that. I'll do them in like in little sections, I think. Just to make it a bit easier to work out what it is I'm doing. Because it gives you the option to carry on and keep adding more sections, but why are they not doing... Ah, right. I suppose they're not doing this because terraforming isn't a priority. Okay. Understandable. Let's get these out of the way. Right, well if they're not going to be doing that and they're too busy with other things, I think I want to keep at least things going. Why are we... That's not what I wanted to do. Right. Right, if they're not going to do it, I'll do it. I have been doing some of the work, but let's say it's not really their priority. Speaking of priority, seriously, that was not what I wanted to do. Let's pick that up. And go there. No, that was supposed to be that one there. That's better. Yes, if I can get this continued, if at least get the road established, I think the way things are going, it might be a complete waste of time. It's like they just don't seem interested in it. It's like, yeah, nice road. I mean, they know of it because they've actually built it. Well, some of it. Seriously, just throw it away. And it'd probably get even better if I put the actual stone version down, an actual paved road. Seriously, what is the point? Why are we going to all this trouble of building a paved road, an actual road, if no one's going to use it in the first place? Right, I'll head back in this direction anyway. So that could get a bit complicated because I've got to do. That rock gets in the way. Is there one that's here that gets in the way? No, so oh, there's one on this side then gets in the way. Luxicals. What is it with these rocks? Why do we have... Who invented rocks? They're highly inconvenient. Well, except when you want to actually mine the stone out of them. But it seems there's only certain types of stone we can mine. It's been embarrassing. It's been buried in there. So that's a Fenmar. Ah, cute. I was wondering what that was passed around. Right, okay. I'll leave that for somebody else to pick up. Well, I don't know if they will, to be honest, because it's not within a hunter's zone, I suppose. Well, I'd say that might be. And that's food foraging. Don't know if it counts. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that back, aren't I? Luxicals. Right, so we've got that bit there to go. So this is for widening it out. So I'll have to have a bit of a think about how to do that, because we've got rocks on one side, then you go a bit further down, and the rocks are on the exact opposite side. I mean, strange coincidence. It's like deliberately trying to annoy you. Right, I'll just dig this lot out. So yeah, I do quite like this tool, I must admit. It makes life a whole lot easier. The idea is once they've got this built, so that needs a long stick from somewhere, seriously. Is that all it needs? Is a long stick? There must be one lying around somewhere. As soon as I chop the tree down. Oh, it's got 3 stages to it though. That needs... Oh, well, I can have the sticks I've got. Why not? Right, so that needs continuing up a bit further from here then. Yeah, oopsie! Poor soul's broke. He or she has brought this entire log all the way here. And it's like... Seriously? I mean, sorry, I mean, you just seem to be taking your time. Well, not specifically you, but somebody seemed to be taking a long time to get it. So I thought, well, you know what, I'll just do it myself. Kind of feel embarrassed now. It's like, seriously? Brought this log all the way here and you've gone... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. You've problems with everyone's got problems with shafts at the moment, apparently. Seriously, dude, why are you not using the what is the point of having a road if you're not going to use it? Hello. Do you know why nobody wants to use the road? I'm intrigued. I'm going to this trouble of building a nice wide road, but for some reason nobody wants to use it except me. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's like not, you know, it's slightly out of place, but you know, you've got to do a bit slightly more work, walking, I suppose, but surely it's quicker. Surely. And yes, I appreciate your name isn't Shirley, but you know. We are in need of food. It'd be quite cool actually if you could put like little fence posts up there to stop people falling off the edge. That'd be quite cool. Right, so that needs carrying on up there because it's not quite evened out. I'm gonna have to make a mad dash to go and get some food. Well, feel energized. I don't know why I drank some water when I'm hungry. I'm intrigued. Why would I do that? What's the rationale behind that, I wonder? It doesn't work. It's a bit embarrassing when your road doesn't work. Build somewhere a road and it doesn't work. Well, I think, as I say, the bigger priority is food, or the lack of. Oh! Boobar, my hose broke. That's embarrassing. What's the world coming to when your hose broke? That's embarrassing. Who broke my hole? How did my hole break? Maybe I wasn't using it properly. Right, I'll head back and then I think I'll come back, because I want to try and get this like double vibe, but I don't know if anybody seems to be interested in using it anyway. I mean, I'm using it. Don't know why anybody else doesn't. I think it's quite useful. Although having said that, there is a kind of like a tunnel at the front. Fudgesicles, why is there no food around here? Is nobody like interested in making food these days? I'm going to have to go and see the witch doctor, because I'm not going to be well in a short while. Right, just in case I have to go and make some food myself. I need to make sure I've got enough water. Seriously, my health's low enough as it is. Maybe I should... Oh, how many people can you hire to do the cooking? So we're doing meat and berries. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I should set up another cooking station, because there's just not enough getting done. Oh. I hear a pine cone. Was that a good idea, reading a pine cone? I'm not so sure. Something tells me it wasn't a good idea to eat a pine cone. Ah, I'm making progress on our little outpost down there. Thanking you. I appreciate that. Let's have a look. How many people can work here? 2 of 2. So one's on night shift, one's on day shift. How are you not doing for... Oh, we're not doing so well on the compost, that's why. And how many people have we got assigned here? We've got 3 people. We've got 3 fields. So there's quite a few things to make. Oh, take tasks. Yeah, they should make quite a lot of food. And we've got the gatherers as well. I mean, so there's a lot of like raw food there. I don't think there's any raw food there. That's something else I need to fix. I need to stop people eating the raw food and get them so that they only eat the cooked food. But it's a bit tricky in this game. You've got to basically block them from getting access to the raw food. So the idea is I'm going to turn this into a raw food warehouse, and then I'll only have certain people allowed there. Then the cooked food can end up like over here, for example. And then anybody can come here and collect food. So we're gathering water here. So I suppose I could start that if we... I've got a place for food. So what? Let's have a look. See. Tasks, cooked food. So they would gather cooked food. Any cooked food that's made would be gathered by them. They would make cooked food over there. So there's a bunch of seeds there. What else have we got here that needs to come out there? So this is a weapons rack. A weapons and tools rack. I've got 2 weapons and tools racks. I've also got a firewood rack. Have I got that going on over here? Is the $64 million question. Don't think so. Right, what we shall do then, I'm going to set up 2 racks. And I'll dedicate one to weapons. Another one to tools. If I can find it. Storage, weapons, tools. So that can take over from that one. Because like I said, the whole idea is that I'll end up, there's going to be very few people who will be able to come here or do anything here. Right, firewood. Are we doing firewood over here by any chance? Right, so we need a place for firewood then. Sticks, firewood. So, come on. Oh, that's 2 by 2. Right, I'll put that there. What else is that one doing? I suppose I could go through the main menu to be fair. Rather than keep going backwards and forwards. Right, so this one does broken metal parts. Now that, it makes more sense. I mean, I've got that. I mean, that's the metal parts salvage. Right, let's put that in here. I'll get them just in case they're left lying around, I suppose. Broken metal parts. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm the only person who uses that, so I don't mind leaving that behind. I mean, this will come in handy in case anybody starts leaving things lying around on the floor. So I think what I'll do is I'll take that out. Then at least I can destroy it. Help me speed things up a bit. So if I take that, tasks, storages. Right, broken metal parts. Yeah, you see, you can get access to things through that, like I say, through the main menu. Right. Take that out. So there's a water barrel there. Did I build one over here? I think I did. Ah, now they do need access to water, to be fair. So they need access to water to be able to grow the crops. They'll need access to water to be able to do the cooking. Quite a bit there, actually. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things there. There's a lot of Nails. So that's a small crafting storage. Leather scraps, crikey. I mean, I've got a bit more wiggle room. I think I can actually expand this at all, I wonder. No, you can't. So the improved one allows you to build a wide variety of structures that supports 4 workers. That one... Yeah, so I'm at my limit, aren't I? Obstacles. Right, so there was, according to what I think I saw, there was room for the small stuff. So I've already got one of those. And how big are these? Ah, it's too big. Small crafting materials, see that doesn't give me much wiggle room, does it? Because I'm using this to store all of the wood. The idea is, I mean, what I was expecting was the person working the warehouse would be coming here and dropping off these big logs, plus any other items on that, like birch tree side of the woodwork, but... So what's that one for the leather scraps? How big's one of them ones? Because there's a ton of those. And things like arrows as well. How big are those ones? Well, that's not too big. I'll be able to squeeze that in. Let's squeeze that there. So that handles the leather scraps. What else have we got? Ore and blue. Oh yeah. It'd make a lot of sense to have ore and bloom there, since we've got ore and bloom over there. But I'm just saying, have I actually got that in there? Yes, I have. I've got ore and blue, and I've got coal as well. So it's just a case of waiting for all this lot to get built. Leave that in there. I think what I can do, I think you can set this up so that they only... I'm sure there was a setting so you can get them to say only do things using spares or something. Ah, yeah, see there, you've got to do it individually. I think I'll do that, because then it's... If we do that, I should be able to build up more metal over time. And that's a big problem if they just keep making more and more of these things. So rather than spending a lot of time making the parts, and making lots of them, I can go around making the actual items that they need, and then when they break, they can get repaired, so they don't have to keep that many of them. Let's do that. Improved tower shield. Yeah, that needs an iron plate, for instance. It just makes it a bit more efficient on the... Good if you could do that at a global level rather than an individual level. Because now I don't know what is and isn't using refurbished parts, but it'll save them time, because like they won't be spending a lot of time here, like making things, for instance, making the raw parts. they can just spend the time fixing things afterwards. I mean, here we've got these, like when that breaks, hopefully someone will put it in the, they'll either drop it on the floor, or better still, they'll put it in here. And then off we go, somebody can pick that up and just remake it, or make a new one from that part. Right, I'm tempted to block access to this place, but I can't do it until all the rest of this is built, so... Seeing as it's raining and it's dark, let's see what we need. We need... Right, well I know I need a lot of sticks. Let's go and grab some sticks if I can. If I can do that, I might be able to help get things moving along a bit. I think sticks around the back here. Sticks. So yeah, if I can get these moving along, that might help. Then I can start dismantling the other place, and I think that should help with the food. Because it'll be a case of, well, you can't have the raw food. You can have the cooked food, but you can't have the raw food, and it does help a lot, I've noticed. But once it brightens up, I think I'll be back on the road, because I want to get that actual road built. So what's that? That's 5. We don't have any logs in there, probably enough. So why is nobody picking the logs up? Because there's a bunch of logs out there. So I'm puzzled why nobody bothers picking them up. So I'll go and grab some, but then I want to get my focus back on the road. Yeah, I mean there should be a lot of, like, just sticks and logs just lying loose. Let's have a look on the map then. So this area here, this whole area is covered, so you can go and pick things up from here. See, there's a piece of hardwood that's just left lying there. Nobody's interested in picking it up. I wonder, I mean, does that apply to the builders? Because the warehouse over there, surely I would have thought they would be going out and picking things up as well. Because there's a lot of, there's like slots that I've got there for them to store, like these hardwood logs. They just don't seem interested, so I'm a bit puzzled. Yeah, I'll grab these, because these are the main ones I want, because we're making those spare items. Because I think if I destroy the other warehouse one, presumably someone at that the other warehouse is going to pick up those spare parts. Let's have a look. Right, I can't pick any more of them up. Okay. Yeah, so like, I mean, we've got workbenches, we've got storage for weapons and tools, for instance. So what I'm thinking, when that gets built, somebody can then, you know, I'll destroy, when the new one gets built, I'll destroy the old one. And presumably the person working the warehouse will come along and pick the items up rather than just leave them lying on the floor. Yeah, I'm really puzzled why nobody's picking this up. I mean, even the carpenters I would have thought would, like, pick it up. Ooh. That's a nice bit of acrobatics there. Yeah, I would have thought even, I mean, the carpenters need this. Surely they would have been picking this stuff up. I am intrigued. Why is nobody picking them up? Because it falls under building. So I mean, the builders may not necessarily need it, but unless it's got a... Whereas, yes, there's a wood marker as well. The wood for the wood. I am intrigued. Right, so I've still got room for another 3 if I can find 3. It's a long one there. So I don't mind getting a mixture because I need all of them anyway. Right, that's a long stick. Right, I'll dump that one on there. I'll get that one. But yeah, I mean, if we can make the food a bit more efficient, that would help a lot. Right, so turn a little cart around and we'll go and search. See if we can dump this stuff and try and help get the storage built. Oh, have they already been doing that? I am intrigued. Okay, maybe they haven't. Okay, maybe I was being optimistic. Wrong type. Nope, wrong type. I should really be putting it in the storage, to be fair. Otherwise it starts going off. See, why did they pick that up? I wonder if there must be some sort of like radius where they can cover. Because I would have thought, surely if you need that type of wood, why would you not go out and get it? I mean, okay, I mean, you're relying on the wood cutter to, like, chop the tree down, but once it's chopped down, I would have thought somebody would then pick it up. Curious. Hello, hello. Coming through. So you want sticks, you want logs, you can have logs. Definitely handy, these carts, I must admit. Right, you wanted another one. I think. Yep, you needed 2. See, why is nobody making rope? We had like a bajillion fibre not 5 minutes ago. Well, I haven't checked for a while, but I mean, usually we end up with like tons of fibre. Unless it's not ending up in the... Quite possible it's not ending up in the storage that these people go to. Maybe they don't go to like farm, maybe they're relying on a storage in a warehouse, for instance. But like I've got like loads of fibre. And there's like 2. How did I end up with so much fibre? I must have changed the stack size or something. I've got tons of fibre now. Yeah, I wonder if they just don't use that. Put that in. You have that. I wonder if maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I can have them, so if I go and grab that. And I can go and put this rope somewhere useful. Yeah, I just suddenly I thought, yeah, what if they can't get to that box? Maybe they don't do that. Maybe they're relying on you keeping the fibre in the warehouse. Sticks. What do you want? Ear stick. Oh, hold on. See, there's tons of fibre in here. Right, tell you what. Don't store compost. So the only thing we're supposed to store in here is fibre. There's no point storing that there. So we can do rope. So let's take these. Let's go and throw these on the ground and leave them lying around somewhere else, because I always end up with like so many bones for some strange reason. Right, that's where rope needs to be going. Unless you... Maybe I need a separate warehouse then. Like an additional warehouse to... Because we've run out. I was kind of like hoping I could have added an extra extension to that place, but it seems not. Right, so we need a bajillion sticks, do we? Well, I think I'll leave them to that, because there should be plenty of places for them to get sticks. Right, what's your problem? You're starving. Get some food maybe? It's just a thought. Right, so that is kind of not quite wide enough, but let's put it up slightly left. See what, oh, signals, that's why I stopped. I don't have a hoe. My hoe broke. It's not a fixable one. Oh, now there's a thought. Actually, it could be, because there might be... Hang on, what do you got? You got a metal one. Oh, that's... There's a rig there. Not what I particularly need, but... Yeah, but as soon as we get that sorted out, I think I'll lock it down so that there's only certain people can get access to raw food. I think that'll improve the food supply by a lot. I think if it's better for everybody really if you can only access the cooked food. I mean, if you just eat the raw food, like the benefits, the nutrition, whatever, only lasts a certain while. I mean, ideally, I want them just eating the meat soup, for instance. What's a thought? How are they doing for fish here? Stand up, builder. Yeah, they say there's fish there. So what's the priority here? Right, so there's meat soup. Fish soup. So fish soup should really go up to the top of the list, I think. So it's a choice between those two. Now that one... if I can find it. You don't get much out of the berries. Cabbage soup would be useful. Garlic soup. Mussel soup as well. Do that. Well, I haven't said that. Let's do that one instead. That would be good. Typical. It's now dark. Oh wow! Look at that. Right. Well, anyway, I've got a hole. I managed to find myself a hole. That is the important thing. You've got to have a hole. I couldn't find any wooden... Yeah, right, well, okay, well if you want to do that, that's entirely up to you. So yeah, this is the problem. They're not getting access to the birch trees, and the carpenters are thus not getting a chance to make the proper type of wood that we need. Ooh-bah. It's neither wonder they're not getting much done. Right, so that's that bit done. Right, it's just a tad dark, I'll say. That's kind of wide. Kind of. It's not. Doesn't seem wide enough. But we've got this now built, so it's quite a reasonable distance. So there's a builder's post, so you can set up these sort of things, like firekeeping, for instance. Light keeping is important. Then I would say repairing, then building, then terraforming. Now, work outside outpost. I have no idea what that's about, but whatever. Upgrade. So you can't upgrade anything. There's nobody here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So to make... Right, okay. So you can have... So let's see. So they work and live within the outpost. On the other hand, they're part of the outpost, but they work in the outpost. But what does the actual outpost do, though, is the $64 million question. Will you go away? You'll not cause more trouble than is worth it. So if you make a shelter, I'm a bit puzzled because I got the impression you could. I mean, what can you? So you can set up walls. You can set up towers. I'm confused. Right. What's more confusing is we've got some people causing mischief. Why are you doing that? Why are you rolling around? There's no need to roll around. Right, if these mischievous skeletons and Draugr are like the lot, they're the previous lot, they'll all just queue up at a wall. Kind of gives me the incentive to get an archery range built. Or maybe not. Oh, there you go. There's one there. Oh, that's a long sword that you've got. I don't have a long sword. I've got a normal sword. How did you block that? I knocked you out. You need to cause mischief as well. Oh no! My shield broke! Oh no! That's embarrassing. Oh, this is bad. Right, okay. So all I can do is just beat you up then. Okay, let's try this again. Ow. Hang on. Wait. Ow. I need my stamina. It's unfair. Oh, completely missed. Oh, you blocked it. Well done. Right, where's the other thugs gone? Better still, where can I get an actual shield? And better still, where can I get some food? There might be some out there somewhere. Somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere there's some food. I've got to... Oh, there's the thought. There, I hope nobody can actually climb up there. Right, let's put that away. So, has anybody made any food of late? Because I could do with some. No. Have I got any room for... Yes, I have got room for fishy things. Oh, fudgesicles. Right, where's my fish gone? Now, pick all of these up. Pop them in there. Oh no! No. Oh, what the heck. Put them in there. I don't have enough water. Is there any water in here, maybe? Right, let's go and get some water from here, and maybe I can get that going and I can have some fishy soir. Oh, somebody's put the water in already. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened to compost. We used to have compost. It seems to have gone missing. I mean, I've got a nice place over there if you want to make some compost. Now, why did that only have 3? Yeah, that's... Ooh, dexterity gets increased. Ooh. Interesting. Right, shield. Oh, that was it. I was looking for a shield, wasn't I? Is there a one? There's a 60. Oh, there's some there. Oh, there's a used Draugr one. Right, so if I grab that one, that gives me a shield. Right, where do these lot get up to in terms of making these? Not very far. Now I'm just suddenly wondering, is that the same? Right, okay, so tell you what. Fudgesicles, right. This one's going to be for just rope, and the other one's going to be for fiber then. So I couldn't care about the rest. I think actually they do. I think they actually swap things around. Or do they? I'm just thinking like of transferring between warehouses. Right, so there's that one that's been done. So this one is for broken metal parts. Oh, hold on. Someone's in trouble. Someone's causing mischief again. Who's causing mischief? Oh, they're down there, are they? There's a thug on the loose. See, that's where a tower would be useful. Come on, it's your turn. Blood moon's not over. This is embarrassing. I mean, it's interesting as well why we've got things growing in the air. I don't know how that happens, but it's quite impressive when you think about it. Hello. There you go. Well, none of this mischief from you lot. Totally uncalled for. Right, what is called for though is... Yes, I can't just casually walk up there, so that's a good sign. What is called for is getting this completed. So what's missing here for these? Just sticks. Where are the sticks? Because they're usually at the woodcutter's house. I think they would leave some lying around. Okay. So if I can get that finished up, then we can start thinking about locking the other warehouse down. I'll just basically just remove the old storage. There we go. Because if I take the old storage out, the pieces will just be left lying on the floor. And then hopefully this warehouse work will collect them. Ooh, still more needed. Oh, I need to set what they do actually. One's gonna be weapons, one's gonna be tools, that's right. I think I might just make that metal only tools now that I think about it. I think that might be better because that's what we want to focus on. So this is just going to be metal tools. Big task, so don't want them. Don't want them or them. Nope. Nope. Don't want wooden things, stone things. Nope. 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 That's a wooden. Oh, popsicles. Nope. Don't necessarily want them there. Yeah, this is not weapons. I'll take... Oh, fudgicles. You've got to be very careful when you click things, because it's like... I don't really think this was thought through well enough. The hitbox is so small. I can see me setting up another warehouse just specifically for weapons at this rate. Well, on said that you would end up with like tons and tons of weapons that you may not necessarily need anyway. So that's a rude maker? That's a road maker. It might be rude, I don't know. Iron pickaxe, crude iron pickaxe, large crude iron pickaxe. I don't want that. That one's going to be weapons. The pity you can't just like clear the whole lot in one go and just say, look, none of these, and then you tell it which ones you want. Oh, fudgicles. So don't want them. Don't want them either. I don't even want them. Or that. Nope, don't want that. Don't want it. How about not even that? Or even that? Nope. 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 I'll let them have those ones on the off chance. I mean, I don't have any archers yet, but... I want them. Right, so if we go back to here, I should be able to destroy some of these. So there's the tools benches. It's two storages, so dismantle. Right, I'm pretty sure we've got that, but I'll have to double check. So there's dismantle that. Seed storage, cooked food. Yeah, that can stay there. Right, firewood. Pretty sure we've done the firewood one over here. Yep, take out the firewood. Ore and bloom. We'll take those out, and then they are officially over there. Oh no! Oh no! This is bad. Oh no, 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 no! Why are people starving? Oh, fiddly dee. Are you eating the seeds? I hope you're not resorting to eating seeds, because look at it, we've got all of this raw food, and it's just not being eaten. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right, anyway, ore and bloom can go. Small crafting can go. I don't know if I did do that. I know I'm pretty sure I've got. So there's leather and linen, plus the storage for the leather scraps. Somewhere out there is leather scraps. So that is broken metal parts. Leather scraps. That's cool. So I'm missing a one for the leather. Fudgesicles. Leather scraps can go. Don't need firewood and storage. The firewood. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that I need... let's see, there's... Right, I'll go and hire him back, if I can. I think it's safe to say I need more people working on the food. Yeah. Food is a problem, so I definitely need more people making food, but I need to sort of like lock things down so that only certain people can get access to the raw food. Blimey. So much to do. Of course, it's all for another episode.